In this review, we will explore strategies for enduring motivation in both your personal and professional life. Take a moment to reflect on the driving forces that propel you forward in your career. What ignites that inner flame, motivating you to face each day with enthusiasm and purpose? This contemplation often remains uncharted territory, yet it serves as the gateway to unlocking our utmost potential. In the continually evolving landscape of work, it becomes imperative to recognize that conventional ideas about motivation may not wield the same effectiveness as once believed. Consider the possibility of an alternative, more profound method to inspire not only yourself but also those in your sphere. Within this summary, we will delve into the core of authentic motivation, delving into concepts that surpass the simplistic understanding of rewards and punishments. You will uncover how delving into the intricacies of human psychology has the power to revolutionize not only your leadership approach but also enhance your personal development. Unlocking authentic motivation goes beyond the conventional tactics of offering rewards or imposing penalties. The widely accepted practice of dangling the proverbial carrot or wielding the stick, rooted in external motivators, falls short in recognizing the intricacies of human behavior, specifically, our intrinsic drive and the psychological needs that propel it. The traditional carrots and sticks approach may seem logical on the surface, using rewards to encourage positive behavior and penalties to discourage undesirable actions. However, this method fails to tap into the profound and enduring wellspring of motivation inherent in each individual. True motivation, at its core, transcends external incentives. It is more about internal fulfillment driven by personal values, passions, and a sense of purpose. Consider the example of Billy Beane, the general manager of the Oakland A's, who turned down a lucrative offer from the Boston Red Sox. His decision wasn't solely based on the promise of wealth or prestige but was deeply rooted in his commitment to family and love for the game. This illustrates how intrinsic motivation often surpasses the allure of external rewards. The fuel for this intrinsic motivation lies in three psychological needs: autonomy, relatedness, and competence. Autonomy represents the desire to be in control of one's actions, making choices aligned with personal beliefs. Relatedness involves the need to connect with others and feel a sense of belonging. Competence is about feeling capable and effective in the tasks undertaken. Intrinsic motivation revolves around the desire for self-determination, meaningful connections, and a sense of capability and effectiveness. These elements are foundational to our drive and happiness. For instance, a high-performing salesperson may find greater satisfaction in the problem-solving aspect of their job than in financial rewards. This satisfaction arises from feeling effective in their role and aligning their values with their work. As leaders or managers, creating an environment that nurtures these elements is crucial. This involves respecting individual autonomy, fostering strong relationships, and acknowledging each person's unique contributions and skills. By encouraging colleagues to infuse personal meaning into their work and recognizing their achievements, a more motivated, engaged, and productive team can be cultivated. This approach shifts the focus from short-term external motivators to a deeper, more sustainable form of motivation. Let's reconsider the very foundations of motivation and delve deeper into the driving forces that propel us. It's crucial to comprehend and embrace three fundamental needs that play a pivotal role in motivating us: autonomy, relatedness, and competence. These needs are not mere theoretical concepts. They serve as the fundamental pillars shaping our interactions with the world. Surprisingly, these needs are intricately intertwined, forming the backbone of our motivation and influencing everything from our daily decisions to our long-term goals. Autonomy, the first pillar, embodies the empowering sensation of being in control of one's choices and actions. Imagine the freedom and satisfaction derived from steering a project in your unique way, making decisions aligned with your values and vision. It goes beyond having control. It's about owning your decisions and their outcomes, ensuring that every step is authentically yours. Moving on to relatedness, this reflects the intrinsic need to connect meaningfully with others. Envision a workplace where each individual feels genuinely seen, not merely as colleagues but as integral members of a community. Building a culture of support, understanding, and mutual respect transforms a group of individuals into a cohesive, dynamic team united by shared goals. Competence, the third pillar, involves the feeling of being effective and capable in your endeavors. It encompasses growth, mastering new skills, and overcoming challenges. Picture an environment that provides opportunities for learning, development, and stretching your skills. It's not just about acknowledging your abilities, it's about challenging them and facilitating continuous personal and professional development. To fulfill these psychological needs within your team, create spaces where individual autonomy is not only respected but actively encouraged. As a leader, empower your team members to make decisions aligned with their interests and beliefs. Additionally, focus on fostering genuine work relationships. Whether through team-building activities, open communication channels, or collaborative projects, strive to make everyone feel a sense of belonging and appreciation for their contributions. This not only enhances team dynamics but also elevates individual motivation. Lastly, emphasize the importance of competence by encouraging continuous learning and development. Implement professional development programs, provide mentorship opportunities, or establish a culture that values and rewards growth and learning. By understanding and supporting these psychological needs, you can shift the focus from external incentives to nurturing intrinsic motivation, allowing it to flourish within your team. The ever-changing nature of motivation often presents itself as a fleeting force in the realms of self-improvement and team management, a transient drive that ebbs and flows. However, a more constructive perspective views motivation as a skill, akin to learning a new language or mastering an instrument. It is an ability that can be cultivated, refined, and seamlessly integrated into both personal and professional spheres. Consider the fundamental question: what propels you to rise each day? Is it ambition, a sense of duty, passion, or an entirely different force? The identification of these motivators holds paramount importance in understanding the factors that genuinely drive you forward. It involves introspection and the recognition of unique elements that kindle your drive and enthusiasm. Just as each person has distinct reasons for greeting the morning, comprehending these personal motivators serves as the key to unlocking a more gratifying and purpose-driven life and career. For example, a project manager might discover their motivation in the challenge of solving intricate problems, while a teacher may draw inspiration from the joy of nurturing young minds. By pinpointing these core motivators, one can commence the process of tailoring their environment and tasks to align more profoundly with these intrinsic drives. The subsequent step encompasses adapting one's motivational outlook, analogous to an athlete refining their technique for optimal performance. This entails realigning tasks or roles with personal aspirations. A salesperson, perceiving their job solely as a means of earning, might shift their perspective to view it as a platform for connecting with people and solving problems, thereby harmonizing with deeper values of connection and service. This shift in outlook transmutes routine tasks into meaningful endeavors. Cultivating a skill also involves establishing an environment conducive to its flourishing. In the context of motivation, this translates to creating a space where intrinsic motivators are nurtured. Leaders play a pivotal role in this by endorsing autonomy, acknowledging achievements, and establishing connections between individual roles and the overarching vision of the organization. For instance, in a tech company, a team leader can foster innovation, creativity, and self-directed growth by permitting team members to pursue projects aligned with their interests. Within these conceptual approaches lie numerous actionable steps to breathe life into the skill of motivation. It revolves around applying these insights in daily interactions and tasks. For those leading a team, initiating open conversations about individual motivations and aspirations is a good starting point. Incorporating regular feedback sessions that not only address performance but also focus on personal growth and satisfaction can significantly contribute. Regarding personal development, regular reflection on activities, whether they align with core values and goals, is essential. If not, what incremental changes can be made to alter perspectives or approaches? Throughout this exploration of motivation as a skill, one must bear in mind its dynamic nature. It evolves and flourishes with deliberate effort and practice. Through understanding, shifting, and creating the right environment for motivation, one can unlock a more engaged, fulfilled, and productive approach to both work and life. It's time to challenge ingrained beliefs that, contrary to popular opinion, hinder rather than facilitate the construction of a genuinely motivated workforce. Let's reconsider and reshape our understanding of what truly propels people in the workplace. There often exists a gap between what leaders believe motivates their employees and the actual drivers of motivation. Leaders commonly overemphasize external factors such as salaries and promotions, while employees seek more intrinsic rewards like fulfilling work, opportunities for growth, and continuous learning. Fortunately, as a manager, there are several actions you can take to bridge this gap. First and foremost, it's crucial to acknowledge and validate the feelings of your team. Instead of dismissing emotions as irrelevant in a professional setting, understanding and addressing them can cultivate a more empathetic and effective workplace. For instance, instead of negating someone's feelings, acknowledge and validate them. This approach establishes a culture where individuals feel heard and seen, fostering increased motivation and engagement. Another belief that warrants re-evaluation is the notion that the sole purpose of a business is to generate profits. While profitability is undoubtedly crucial, it shouldn't overshadow the importance of serving both employees and customers. Shifting the focus from profit to service naturally leads to a more committed workforce. For instance, if your business adopts a mission to serve clients effectively, this can inspire your team to align their work with this value, thereby finding more meaning and motivation in their roles. Understanding the dynamics of power in leadership is also essential. Power, in its various forms, whether reward power, coercive power, or legitimate power, significantly influences employees' motivational outlooks. Instead of relying on power to motivate, prioritize empowering your employees so that they feel connected to their work and colleagues. Lastly, reconsider the belief that results are the sole determinant of business success. While achieving goals is important, how these results are attained matters just as much. Emphasize meaningful results to foster a culture that values not only the outcomes but also the process and the people involved in achieving those outcomes. This shift towards intrinsic rewards over external incentives can contribute to building a workforce that is genuinely motivated and engaged. Genuine motivation transcends conventional methods of external incentives, embracing intrinsic drives like autonomy, relatedness, and competence. These psychological needs are fundamental to cultivating authentic motivation in both personal and professional spheres. Leaders can facilitate this by recognizing and validating emotions, and by shifting the organizational focus from profit to service. By prioritizing intrinsic motivators, leaders can not only enhance motivation but also foster a more engaged and productive workforce. Welcome to one of the finest personal development book summary channels on the internet. We're thrilled to have you join our amazing community that values growth and strives for improvement. Your support is instrumental in our channel's progress, and we deeply appreciate your engagement. In return, I commit to delivering consistent and valuable content, enriching you with knowledge and inspiring you to take meaningful action. Thank you for staying tuned and being a part of this journey towards continuous improvement.